It appears to have become a perverse ritual in modern American life. Periodic shootouts in public places, innocent people mowed down by gunfire, and as the country grapples with one mass killing, new attacks happen, causing more heartbreak and more controversy. In this latest tragedy, a lone gunman shot dead at least 12 people and wounded dozens of others in the western state of Colorado. It was the most eagerly anticipated movie of the year. But the premiere of The Dark Knight Rises quickly turned into a nightmare for dozens of fans in a crowded movie theater in suburban Denver. Suddenly, there was smoke, gunshots rang out, and even as some wondered if it was all an elaborate marketing gimmick, bodies began to drop. When it was all over, 24-year-old James Egan Holmes was arrested for the killings. As a shocked nation tried to make sense of yet another senseless act, both presidential campaigns were quick to step in.
The tragedy that reminds us of all the ways that we are united as one American family.
This is a time for each of us to look into our hearts and remember how much we love one another.
The U.S. has a history of gun-related mass murders going back more than 60 years. In 1949, World War II veteran Howard Unruh shot and killed 13 people in New Jersey. Since then, a slew of deadly attacks. Among the worst, the Columbine High School massacre in 1999, also in Colorado. 2 teenagers from the school shot and killed 13 people before taking their own lives. 8 years later, another rampage, this time at the Virginia Tech campus, where a lone gunman killed 32 people before committing suicide. Despite ongoing violence, gun control remains a politically divisive issue in the United States. Opponents argue the Second Amendment of the U.S. Constitution gives Americans the right to keep and bear arms. But others want access to guns restricted, saying the U.S. suffers more gun-related deaths than any other Western nation on earth. An issue New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg raised on his radio show.
You know, soothing words are nice, but maybe it's time that the 2 people who want to be President of the United States stand up and tell us what they're going to do about it. Because this is obviously a problem across the country.
But few others are willing to wade into that political minefield.
Well, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, and I also believe that this is, with emotions so high right now, this is really not a time to be talking about the politics associated with what happened in Aurora.
And when asked about President Obama's position, White House Press Secretary Jay Carney said he believes we need to take steps that protect Second Amendment rights of the American people, but ensure that we are not allowing weapons into the hands of individuals who should not, by existing law, obtain those weapons.
Today we pause to mourn the dead, but also honor how they lived.
The U.S. Senate observed a moment of silence this week for victims of the latest mass shooting. And with elections looming in less than 4 months, that is the most gun control advocates are likely to get for now.